What's up everyone, and welcome to another movie review. This time I'm taking a look at Jack Reacher, which is a brand new movie starring Tom Cruise, and it's a movie I was very excited to see, even though at first I wasn't, because the trailer, man, I was like, meh. But then more of the trailers came out, I saw more of the clips where it's showing Jack Reacher as this very sarcastic, somewhat 80s type action hero, and you know, kind of like a noirish type tale. I was like, you know what, I'm looking forward to this, and I really like Tom Cruise. I don't know, he could be very badass, so I don't know, I'm looking forward to it. I heard really good reviews and then I went into it. What did I think? Let's talk about it with the story. Alright, so the story for Jack Reacher in the beginning of the movie follows a person constructing sniper ammo, setting up his sniper, and taking out 5 random people with no dialogue for the first 10 minutes. No dialogue, just music and just sound effects, and taking out like 5 random innocent people in a park. They weren't like bad guys, they were just innocent people. It's a very disturbing scene. He takes out 5 random people, and the next scene is him getting caught. Him leaving a fingerprint, and the police finding him, and of course getting him. And the thing is, they capture him, and guess what he does? He doesn't say anything, all he does is write on a piece of paper and say, "Get me Jack Reacher." Now, no one knows who Jack Reacher is in the police department. They're like, oh, okay. They pull out a file and they go, oh shit, this guy's a badass. He's military cop, he's black ops, you know, he killed Osama bin Laden, he beat up Chuck Norris, his beard, you know, he does all these amazing things. He punched God in the face. Yeah, just so many amazing things. And then before they can even go, where are we going to find this guy? Because he's a ghost. Boom! Jack Reacher busts in, of course played by Tom Cruise, and says, "Where's that douchebag?" And it pretty much sets it up from there. Jack Reacher, of course, is a detective. He has to go and find out what really happened. Dispense his own brand of justice. Along the way, he meets up with a bunch of characters, especially the big one being Rosamund Pike, who plays the daughter of Richard Jenkins' character in the film, who is the DA, and she's actually the lawyer of the person that's being accused of sniping all the people. And, you know, Tom Cruise and Rosamund Pike's characters kind of build a relationship, not really a loving relationship at first, but, you know, like just a somewhat like, you know, a partner relationship, and it's really cool, but I'll get to that in the acting. And for the most part, the story is actually a really cool detective noir. You want to know what happens, who is the real killer, even though I would say they kind of spoil that in the beginning. I won't say why, but they kind of spoil that in the beginning, and if they hid that for a little while, then we would be like, oh shit, what's going on here? And, you know, it would have been like a bigger surprise than it was later on. It really isn't much of a surprise at all, but it's a really cool detective story. I really like it, and Jack Reacher as a character is fantastic. And now we're going to get into the acting, because Tom Cruise in this movie is super badass. Yes, I think this is probably the best we've seen Tom Cruise in a very long time. I think he's very charismatic. He's very funny at times. He has some great one-liners, some really good written one-liners. And he's just a very unpredictable character. You never know what he's going to do next. He's a badass, you know, fighting-wise, and badass whenever he has to talk. Just the way he looks. Even though he's a short dude, of course, Tom Cruise is small. He's still a pretty badass guy. I don't want to screw with him. You know, even though I could squish him like a fucking bug. But that doesn't matter. He's a badass. I don't want to screw him. So yeah, his character's awesome, and he is great in this movie. Rosamund Pike, who plays pretty much the co-star. Whenever she's on screen with Tom Cruise, they have great chemistry. I mean, even when she's not on screen with Tom Cruise and she's on screen with other characters, she's great. I love her. Rosamund Pike is one of those actresses I've always seen in movies like Doom and even Wrath of the Titans, and probably a couple other ones I'm not thinking of, that she's always really damn good in them. It's just she's never in a movie that's Oscar worthy, and I'm not saying this is Oscar worthy, but this is closer definitely than Doom and Wrath of the Titans. But yeah, she's really damn good in this. I really like her. She's adorable. I love her. And Richard Jenkins, talk about adorable. That guy, oh, I love that guy. No, he's been in so many movies this year, and he's great in this as well. I love Richard Jenkins. I'll say it straight up there. He plays more of the, you know, the calm, you know, just regular dude in this. He's the DA of the city, but he's just regular dude. He's not really cracking jokes, but he's good in the film, don't get me wrong. The rest of the supporting cast does a great job as well. And the only one I want to really bring up, because this one surprised the hell out of me when I saw him, Werner Herzog, the director. And He's in this film, and I don't want to spoil what his character is, but he is fantastic in this film. Holy crap, he is so good. I didn't believe he would be this good. I haven't seen him in any film before, so I guess this is maybe his first acting gig, but he's really good. I want to see him in more films. Yeah, I really liked him. If you see him in the film, you might go, oh, I don't see how he's good, but in a cheesy way, think of it as that, you know, very cheesy, but he's really good. Anyway, I liked him. I don't give fudge. Okay? He's really good, and the rest of the supporting cast did a damn good job as well. The acting's great. The story's great. Let's go and talk about the acting. I mean, the action. I already talked about the acting. Though Jack Reacher is definitely an action movie, there's plenty of parts where it's just a mystery / suspense thriller detective noir. That's a subgenre, right? And it's great whenever he's like, you know, just investigating places, going to places where someone died, just like looking for clues, just thinking about what could have happened. I actually really like those parts, but there's times where he's actually investigating and then someone attacks him and he has to be a badass, and whenever that happens, it's actually pretty damn good. There's a whole car chase that like happens later on in the film that's like a 7-8 minute car chase, and it's a really good one because the camera angles are fantastic. They're pretty much right on the dashboard of Jack Reacher's car, and maybe on the dashboard of other cars that are chasing him, and it's really, really suspenseful at times, and it's really well shot. It's probably one of the best car chases I've seen in a very long time. Ooh, sorry. And I thought it was very well done. All the action, like fist fights and stuff, were really good. Tom Cruise is great at those. I think all the detective parts, all that writing is really good in this. All that writing, for all you people that don't know what writing is, it's actually really good here. And I was I was enthralled into the story. I was really looking forward to what was going to happen next. I will admit there is a gunfight at the end of the film that went on a little bit too long. It was trying to be suspenseful, but all I was like is, yeah, I know what's going to happen, and it's going a little bit too long, but for the most part, I still enjoyed this film a whole lot. I really did. There are some problems with it, but for the most part, I really enjoyed it. Jack Reacher is definitely a movie I recommend. I'm going to give it a 34 out of 40. Definitely go check it out. Tom Cruise is badass in this. Go check it out now, or I will kill you. I'll do it. So anyway, 34 out of 40. Go check the movie out. My hair is annoying me. Thank you, and goodbye.